let's start then. So, the format of today's session. So we have the presentation, which is more like a guide, and then we have we should name him. Is it Alex?
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah. So Alex will help us explore some of the bones, and then I hope that we are able to explore all the bones in our own body today, one by one.
Exciting.
Yeah. All right. Starting off with the skeletal system. So what is the functions and the responsibility of the skeletal system? So I have put some of them that we will have focus on today to the left. So it's a structural framework for the body. We have certain parts of the skeletal system which is carrying the body, keeping us upright. It is protecting organs. It is helping us move around. Right? So without the skeleton, we would just be a bag of skin trying to, I don't know if it would be possible for us to roll forward or how it would work. But those are the more mechanical functions. Then we have some other functions that we rarely really think about, and that is the mineral storage. So our skeleton is storing the minerals, which then are distributed through the bloodstream to wherever we need those minerals in the body. The more known thing is the blood cell production. Right? So it's producing blood cells for us. Fat storage is also something that most are not thinking about, but the bone marrow, the yellow bone marrow, is storing fat that we later use and utilize. And it's also releasing hormones that we use in the endocrine system. Thoughts, questions? Move on.
Yeah, I guess you will answer questions during.
Yeah, we do the question as they arrive. Yeah. Yeah. If you're interested in which hormones, then we can look at the hormone sheet, of course. But it's mostly mainly regulating the blood sugar and the fat storage.
I was more wondering with bone marrow, what are we actually using that for? But you probably covered it. So.
We will.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's explore the structural bone structure. Starting with the bearing bones. Here. Move. So the lower limbs, that's our from the pelvic and down. So the bones that are carrying weight here, that was supposed to come one by one, but okay. So on the foot, we have mainly two. Let's see if I can get this up. So on the foot, we have the heel bone, which is weight bearing. And then we have the talus, which is sitting here. The next is tibia and tibia is the big one.
That's the big.
That's the
The
big
front.
leg bone. Yeah.
Front, yeah.
So that's the one that you can feel when you.
Yeah, you
Feel
have
the
a, you
front,
have a
right?
slightly, yeah, no,
Yes.
that's the muscle, yeah, yeah. So you have here, yeah.
And the,
This is where you, if you get hit here, it's very,
that's painful, yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's this one that you can feel
Yeah, this
on
one,
the surface here.
this you can see it, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, fibula. The fibula, small lower.
The fibula is the one that we
So
have
this
here.
is the kind of, so this is
See that there.
going, so this one is attaching here or touching on the front, and this one is on the ankle outside. Yeah.
So,
So this is.
so one, if you find that lump down here, right?
Yeah. So this
and
is.
you follow that.
This is this
bony
one.
hard line that comes up.
Here, there's one
Right.
here, and then there's one here. Yeah.
And then it attach.
Yeah.
Just below the knee here, you can feel another bone.
Yeah. I have one here.
Which is, got it? Okay. The heel bone you can find. That's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah. And
the joint.
go.
Yeah. That's here. Yeah.
If you go in from the side here, you will be able to feel the edges of this one.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one in line, the knee. Okay. And moving up, we have the femur.
Yeah,
that's the thigh bone.
That's the type, yeah.
We only have one bone there.
Yeah.
And that should be a lot of muscles around it, so you can feel it if you go just above. If your finger make the way in between the muscles here, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Moving a little bit further, we come to the pelvic. So this whole area is called the pelvic girdle, where thigh bone comes in, and you can feel your iliac crest on the top, right? And you can follow, so you can see if you can follow these edges from the back. And then they disappear a little bit until you can feel them again in the front of the pubic.
Yeah, and then you feel it.
Now, the next weight bearing is our spine, or the vertebrae in the spine. So they attach to the pelvic girdle. That's it. This one is carrying 80 to 90% of 80 to 90%
Of the weight.
of the weight. The other 20 to 10% is carried by the muscles.
So think about how important it is to have good footwear and stand right on your feet, because most of your body is carried by your feet. Yeah. It's,
So they also have some bones that they call, I don't remember the name, but they have like, they are not bearing, but they are helping to support.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's
So we have some of the bones in the foot there. We also have, and it might differ from book to book or teacher to teacher, but some are also saying that, you know, the collarbone, you can feel here. See if you can feel the shape from all the way from the inside, feeling where it comes out here and it will meet this area, which is connecting to the scapula. This is called the shoulder girdle. So some also count this as bearing bones, but it's more like a hang-off. So you're hanging off the shoulders, right? Okay, so let's try to see if we can feel the spine.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's why I skipped breakfast. So
the question is, can you walk without the fibula?
if you walk without the fibula,
Fibula. Oh, that's
so I don't remember exactly how much is.
No, the small one.
Yeah.
The fibula, the small
Yeah.
one.
But I don't know exactly how many percent was on each of them. So look it up. But I think it was like 70% of the weight are on the large bone.
Yeah, I think this one is more to prevent that you are falling.
It is weight carrying.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it would work if we remove it. But
I heard that
But I don't think you can.
some people, when they are pregnant, they can.
Yeah, they will be. Maybe it's you will walk like less.
I think the fibula is for you to do this movement.
we will come to movements, so it can play a role in movement, but it's also weight bearing. Just so we are aware of that. So we can try to demonstrate on me, and your food don't need to. The breakfast can still stay in your bellies.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take off this. So, if you tuck in, I'll lay down. Let me lie down and you can try it and see if you can feel it on me first. And then you can try to see if you can find it on yourself afterwards. Come here now and try to, this area here, just hold on, wait a little bit, otherwise, so I could take the center line there, place 4 fingers or something, 3 fingers, then you feel back and forth, see if you can feel the shape of the spine. Okay, ready?
Ready? Yeah, here. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Do you want to feel?
No.
No?
But it's just this. You're just.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not
Four
scary.
fingers.
I will try that tomorrow when I wake up.
Ah, okay.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's interesting, huh? Yeah. You can try it. So I were able to feel it on myself.
Yeah.
But if you have too much food, so even when you were pushing down there, it becomes a little bit uncomfortable.
I'm pushing you up.
So what we were feeling here now was,
Yeah.
you know, this part of the spine.
Yeah, I felt this one, yeah, I felt it was like this or something like that, yeah, and I felt, yeah, a little, yeah.
Yeah.
I was probably pushing too hard.
No.
Never try to move.
Put this back in position. Okay, so now we have located all the weight-bearing bones in our own body and on our legs. So let's move on to what is protecting the structure. And since I don't know if they come in the order I were planning, if we look at the skeleton here, what do we believe is protecting part of the bones?
The thorax?
Hmm?
The thorax is protecting the...
You're thinking about the
ribs.
rib cage.
Yeah.
So the rib cage is protecting what?
The heart and the lungs.
Heart and bones, yeah.
And maybe something lower. I don't know.
Yeah.
Liver. Heart and lungs and maybe some gallbladder. I don't know.
Okay. Any other part of the structure that
The reproductive organs are maybe protected down here.
in the pelvic rhythm, yeah.
Skull.
It's also protecting our intestine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skull,
Skull, yeah, of course.
protecting our brain, right? What else? I'm sure there's probably something more. What about our spinal cord?
Yeah, that's in the spine. Yeah.
So inside of the spine,
Yeah.
we have the cord that goes, which is protected by the vertebrae, right? Anything else?
We can protect the knee.
Protect the knee, yeah. Okay. Let's see how we did. We did the skull, the vertebra column. We felt the vertebra, so we know how that feels. One place we didn't think about is the backside of the spine. Skull. We all felt our skull, so no need to. You can actually explore it. So protect the brain. What else?
The brain or the sensory organs, as it's saying, the eyes and the
What do we have inside of the nose? Right?
and the mouth or the tongue or
Rib cage. We felt all your ribs. All 12. There's an interesting one all the way back here, which is very short.
Yeah, I have a small one. Yeah, so this is normal.
It's normal. It's not broken.
No.
This is the first one that you can feel.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
In the back here, right?
Yeah.
And it's around here.
And then
the next one is a little bit longer.
3,
And then you take
4, 5, 6,
Right, so two of them are not attached to the front. So
Yeah.
why it become the floating rib?
I don't know, some
Movement.
say that we used to have more, but then God created the woman.
Yeah, he took.
Right? He took the 13th rib. So maybe he took a little bit more when he did the surgery. Who knows? Yeah?
So do men have more than women?
No.
No.
No. We have exactly the same. It's just when they created Eve,
Yeah.
God created Eve, he took,
took half of it or something
took
like that.
one rib from the man to, because she needed the cells, right?
Yeah.
Everything starts with cell. So I guess it was from the bone structure.
Mm.
Pelvic griddle. We already felt all the edges here, so we know where our pelvic goes.
But it had different names. The pelvic, so the hip
Yeah.
bones.
So this is called the pelvic griddle, right? And as you see, it is one bone, one structure, right? So this is called the iliac crest, right?
Yeah, that's the sacrum.
Yeah, and then you have the pubic bone, and you have, I don't recall the next name in my head. All right, long bones.
Yeah, this is the bone marrow, as you said.
This one protects the bone marrow, which is produced. Right? And we have some flat bones. The scapula is a flat bone. What other flat bones do we have? We have this. Scapula is counted as a flat bone.
And how about the hip girdle? Isn't that counted as a flat bone also? This?
It feels flat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's.
I think it's counted as a flat bone.
No, it's a different name. It's a different bone. So the bones that you cannot find the structure, they call they have the different name. We will look. We will look after that because I remember that it's a flat bone.
All right. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so movement. Bones and movements. What is? How do the body move?
So the body move. Actually, the bone doesn't move. The bone move because of the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but without the bones, then we would not get anywhere, or we would be a bag on the floor, just
The
rolling
joint,
forward. Huh?
the joints or
So,
the mechanics.
in conjunction with the muscles, right? So we take, we can take it in the same order here, right? So because of there, so then there, right? So in conjunction with the muscles, right? We can, if we tighten the muscle, it comes in, or if we release that muscle, tighten the muscle on the back, it stretch out, right? Allowing us to make conscious decisions to actually move something, right? Same goes for the fingers, right? It's also bone structure that allow us to, pick up things point at things, show some on the finger. Okay. The lower arm. So it also have another function. You were talking about the leg, right? With the small bone there. It's the same in the arm, right? So two bones in conjunction with the muscle allow you to supine.
The radius and the ulna.
Yeah. Right. So that allow us to make this movement. Right. Yes, let's see if we can feel it. So, we feel the upper arm first. So you can feel where it starts from the back here. And then it gets covered with some muscles. It's harder to feel, but if you go in between them, you can still feel the bone. Right.
Humorous.
Yeah. And also on the inside, you can go over the biceps. You can feel it again here. Until it disappears a little bit behind the muscles in the shoulder. Then you can feel it. If you separate the muscles a little bit on the depth right there, you can feel that bony area. Yeah.
And again, the question is, if we don't have the ulna bone, can we still function normally or?
It depends if you have to. You will not be able to rotate your arm then, right?
No, yeah, I have heard from people that have
So
broken
if this one is completely removed, then your arm will be like this all the time, or like this all the time, or you next.
So,
this, right?
so 2 hours, then the big bone is for stability, and the small bone is for mobility. So radial bone is for taking weight, for example, when you're doing handstand. And also for the left, the tibia is for bearing the weight. And then fibula is for mobility, like twisting, turning.
I think you're right.
Yeah, you can see, if you look at the leg, you see that the big part of the knee, or where it meets the knee, is the big bone, right? The small bone is attached on the side. So it's supporting, it's not carrying the weight.
So if they lack of the small bone, they can still function normally, but probably they cannot dance twisting.
No, I'm trying to think about animals. Do they have, how about horses? Do they have this bone? Because if you don't have a foot that you can turn from side to side, I don't I think a horse, they have that bone, but it has it here. I think so.
Maybe we should have like human versus animals, because we do function differently, right? We have different ways of walking and so on. So, but okay, let's see if we can feel the bones in the underarm. Right, so if you go from the pinky, right, to keep your that side, right? If you keep your pinky up and follow the bone on that side, right? That will be the big bone. Well, they're kind of similar in size.
Yeah. And then you have the other one on the other side.
That will be on the thumb side. Right?
So one is attached to thumb side and one is attached
to the finger side, yeah,
to the
the finger side. Now, explore how they are when you rotate your arm. Right, so they move. So it's the muscles in the arm that, make them rotate. Okay. And then if we go further down, we have the capillars. Carpals, sorry. That is the wrist joint. And then under there we have the metacarpals, which is the upper bone spine.
This is the hands, yeah, and then you will have. This is a bone.
It's the bones that you find, if you above the fingers, you follow the edge of the bone.
Hand surgery, this is the most difficult surgery to do, to reconstruct the hand if you have because you have so many small bones that need to fit together. So this is this part here where you have.
And then you have, in front of that, you have what they call phalanges.
That's fingers.
That is the fingers. And you can feel where they are connected to the metacarpals and where it meets the next finger bone. Some of them, all of them have three.
Two joints.
So how do we bring that knowledge into downward facing dog? There's a lot of tiny structure bone on the wrist.
Yeah, I think we can come back to that. Okay, moving to the lower limbs. It's not so different. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah. So, for the lower limbs, what is creating movement here?
Yeah, there's a joint and the muscle.
Yeah. We have the joint here, and we have the muscles
Yeah.
pulling on either side of those who are attached to thigh bone or the big leg bone, right? What about the hip?
Yes.
The hamstring. The hamstring move the hips.
Yeah, if we go back.
Yeah, but
The glutes.
we
The
really
glute, the hamstring is involved. It belongs to the muscle session though, but it relates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here as well, muscles in the hip. In and out. Okay. Let's move a little bit down.
hold on. I want to mention the major trochanter because that's usually when the
It's
people got
common.
stuck in yoga.
Yeah. The major trochanter is what we see here. The bony parts. I have a slide on bony landmarks. So it's coming. So, the leg bone, similar as the hand bone, right? So, it allows us to move slightly, not as much as the underarm, but it allows us to do small, gentle movements, right? And that is when we in lotus, for example, say that, most is a hip opening, but then we have a little flexibility, like 10% or something, which is what we can do in a little bit in the knee, and then a little bit in the rotation of the bones.
The ankle, you should rotate the knee a little bit, and then you should rotate the ankle.
Right.
And the ankle is the hard part. Yeah.
Can do it.
You can do it. Have to grab.
But the ankle is made out of the tibia. The fibula.
The tibia is the big one.
The
Fibula is the small one.
So this is the ankle, is the
It's attached to the ankle.
is the so this is the ankle, right? And then it belongs to the
This is the ankle.
fibula.
This is the ankle.
This is the heel.
This is the heel.
What do you call
This
this?
is the ankle.
What do you call this?
That bony landmark. We will come to the bony
No,
landmark.
no, no. What is this? What do you call this?
Side of your foot.
So the ankle is here. You mean the ankle is the whole area?
The ankle is this part.
And where is the Achilles heel?
That's the tendon that sits back behind here.
Ankle
Not
is
the
in the
tendon,
front.
yeah.
Ankle is not outside the joint. This is where the outer leg is attached. That's the ankle. The end of the. This.
Maybe it is the whole area.
That's the whole leg.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's
It's
attached.
like when we talk about the wrist, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Where we have a wrist bone.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the wrist bone.
Yeah. Mm.
This is the ankle bone.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so it's kind of where, I see it,
Yeah.
where it meets, yeah, okay.
Tarsals is the name of the ankle bone. Right? And then we have the rest of the foot. Or let's first explore these two. Right? No, we actually did explore it already. So let's explore further the foot. Same name as in the hand. Right? So the next one here are called carpellars. And then metacarpellars. It's or toes.
Metatarsal.
Yeah, sorry. Metatarsals. Yeah, metatarsals. And phalanges. So the toes have the same name as the finger bone.
So can we walk without the pinky toe?
Yes, you can.
So 80% is on the big toe. But if we lost all the toe, we can still function.
I think
You
the
can
big,
still function here.
you can still function, but the big toe is the one you keep the balance on. I know a guy who lost his big toe, and for him it was hard to. Yeah, he needs to learn to walk again because the balance point in the foot was removed, changed. But you can walk. He functioned completely normal, but it took a while before he
Because the wall of the weight coming down.
Yeah.
So it's like, so the foot is like a tripod, right?
Yeah.
So you have the heel, and then you have both outside corners, right? Which is helping you to balance. And when we come to the muscles, we can also talk about, okay, where are the muscle, it's like the pinky finger in the arm. It's similar with the pinky toe, right? So if you do not have the pinky toe, then
Yeah,
the
no.
balance is also more challenging
Yeah.
because you're not able to.
It means that, okay, pinky and big toe important, but this, you don't make
No, and you
Just
see,
for decoration. It,
no,
it looks very silly if you only have 2 toes.
Yeah.
you see, if people lose their thumb, they will take this number 2 and transplant and remove this up to here.
Yeah.
So they can still have the
yeah.
So you don't need
Yes.
those toes.
Yes. So this is important, but these two.
Yeah, this is spare parts.
I guess if you lose your pinky toe, then probably the next one will
take
take
over.
over.
Yeah.
But I'm not a surgeon, so I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see what's on the next one. Yeah. So we have other movable parts in the body, right? So the shoulder girdle, I'll start on the right side. The shoulder girdle have an important function in movement, right? It's where our upper arm is attached. So together with, the upper arm can move like this, or the shoulder joint can move like this, right? When you add on the shoulder girdle, you can get further forward, right? Further up, further back.
How the biggest like
Yeah.
because the arm is just like this, yeah. And then you use
So if you feel your
shoulder,
well, we did already feel,
yeah.
the collarbone, which is a part of the shoulder girdle, right? How it's attached. And then if you touch your back here, define the edges of your scapula,
The wings.
wings.
You see a lot of people that have the wings or the shoulder blades, they're pointing out instead of having them in the back. You point them out. This is a typical office sentence.
Sitting.
I don't know, mine was pointing out before I was sitting on the office.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why someone had them more pointing out than others. But when we come to the muscle system, we will be talking about what is happening if one muscle is loose and the other one is tight. How that imbalance is impacting the rest of the body, right? Okay, and axles. We have the spine, rotating. We have the skull. We have the pelvic girdle. I don't know if that is for belly dancing or...
Belly dancing, yeah. The entire,
Yeah. But it plays a role, if you do hip flexion and extension, that is in the pelvic girdle. Yeah, and the spine is also sitting in the pelvic girdle. So. Okay, let me see what is next. Shall we take lunch before we continue?
How about the sacrum and the tailbone?
come?
It's not the movable, so the vertebra is moving, right? When you come to the sacrum, grown together. Right? So, before we became human, it was probably vertebrae. Right.
It bones, it's like a couple of bones sticking together.
Yeah.
But there's
And then we had
tailbones,
thorax.
some people can still have the tailbone. I heard that some people can still move the tailbone.
Still moving tailbone.
Okay.
Some yoga teachers believe that we can.
Yeah, some people, they still have
Put your
extra.
tail under you and in front. I've heard someone.
I don't think it's the tailbone. It will be the hip.
It's a hip movement, yeah.
But I don't know.
So, but I know that there are some people that have an extra
Okay.
vertebra.
Okay.
They're very good in
Like that.
backbends.
Maybe you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to go in there and count them.
So I heard that the contortionists, they have extra, they are super, many the contortionists. The one, usually the one who do contortionist.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
I don't know what is why they have one extra. If it's one of the sacrum joints which are still not grown together.
It's not
I don't know.
Maybe it's just more.
I don't know about anyone that knows
It's
that they
both
have
men
one.
and women, or is it just women?
I have no idea. I just heard people talk about
Both
it.
men and women.
Yeah. Because I know when you're pregnant, then you are very, very, very loose in this area. Yeah. But this is hormones that it is. So maybe it's something. Yeah. So it's a hormone thing because everybody have the same number. It's just it's more or less stiff, or do they have an
I don't
extra?
know. I don't know if it's a different number or if
It's just
one of the.
it's just they can just move it or yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard about it before.
It's a good, it's an interesting topic to
find out.
yeah. So, but I suggest that we take lunch.
You're hungry.
I know, he doesn't dare to think that.
I saved myself for
It's
the
fine.
spine surgery, so. And then after lunch we can